They never taught us to be patient, to be kind, to be gentle, to be loving, to cherish it as a crown. Because that is what it is. Our hair is a crown. You might actually be wondering, what do you mean by our mothers never taught us haircare? I mean, how can you even say that our mothers who literally taught us everything that we know never taught us haircare? Our mothers taught us a lot of things. Our mothers taught us how to cook, even before we learned how to spell the word restaurant. Our mothers taught us the difference between frying and baking, the difference between steaming and boiling. Our mothers taught us how to season food correctly, even before we could learn to spell and write properly. Our mothers taught us home care. When it's Saturday morning, you know what time it is. Our mothers taught us cleaning, scrubbing, sweeping, washing. Our mothers taught us a cleaned environment because they believe that when the home is clean, is a clear sign that the home is disciplined. Our mothers taught us responsibilities, how to take up challenges. Our mothers taught us how to be independent, how to be strong. Our mothers taught us not to cry, but to wipe our tears with our hands, a sign of being strong. Our mothers taught us a lot. Our mothers taught us how to call on God, how to kneel down and pray, how to rest on His shoulders when we could not carry on. Our mothers taught us a lot. They taught us how to walk like a lady, how to talk like a lady, how to sit like a lady, how to dress ladylike. 1 Corinthians 11 verse 15 says that a woman's hair is her covering. So how come our mothers never even taught us about our crowns? Our mothers never taught us that our hair is something to behold, our hair is something to cherish. I remember growing up as a little child, back in my secondary school, primary school days, when I had to go through this season of my life in low court, because there was this mentality in this part of the world where I come from. There is just this belief around that your hair kind of distracts you from your books. So most of us, we go on low court, and a lot of that is still happening today. Because tell me why most secondary schools, and most especially secondary schools, especially those in boarding, don't actually plait their hair. They have to be on low court throughout that season, because there is this belief that when you are making your hair while you are still in secondary school, you are going to lose focus in your studies. Till today, I am still trying to find out the connection between concentrating, working hard in your book, and making your hair. What exactly is the distraction there? Our mothers believed that when a girl is in this level of her education, you cut her hair so that she can focus in her books. That is one of the misconceptions that I find myself believing. Because tell me why in 2018, while I was sitting for my post-UTME for the second time, I had to cut my hair a week to my exam, because according to me, this hair was just disturbing me. I just had to let go so that the books I was reading could enter into my head. I find myself believing in this misconception. Tell me why a girl child has to go through the pain of leaving Kiko for about a week, even when she's not comfortable, because she has been told that, oh, Kiko will make your hair grow. When you want to start training your hair to grow, you have to first of all start putting it in Kiko. Tell me why we believe that Kiko could actually make our hair grow, even though it's painful and we could not stand the pain. This is what our mothers taught us. Do you know why our mothers never taught us hair care? Our mothers never taught us hair care because their mothers never taught them. So we grew up believing that our natural hair should not be cherished, because we always have to hide it away, lock it away, and make it seem presentable somehow, just to fit into the society that has been created for us. We grew up believing as young girls that we could not actually achieve the length. I mean, you see someone with 20 inches of hair, natural hair, and you're wondering, how did you do that? How is she? How does she have long hair? And you look at yourself and you're like, I can never achieve that because I am not mixed with that gene. I am not from that country. I am not in that race, so I can't achieve it. Why? Because our mothers never taught us. And do you know why? Because their mothers never taught them. Many of us grew up not knowing how to be proud of this glory because our mothers never instill that virtue in us, that our hair is a crown, that our hair is beautiful, that the texture it comes in is one of a kind. Many of us grew up not knowing how to be proud of it. You're stepping out of the house in your natural hair and your mom is at the door asking you, are you going to that party looking like that? And when you turn around and you said, yes mom, I'm moving out this way, she looks at you and says, you will never find a husband looking like that. I mean, where did this standard of beauty come from? When do we get to this level of ignorance? And we can't actually blame them. We can't blame them because they didn't have what we have now. They didn't have the social media. They didn't have Facebook, YouTube, Instagram to tell them that your hair is beautiful. And there are ways to make your coils come out looking beautiful without the relaxer. They taught us how to wash our hair. But hair care does not stop on wash days. They didn't teach us that we need to moisturize our hair. They never taught us to condition our hair. They never taught us that our hair needs moisture. They never taught us to be gentle, to be kinder to our hair, especially when we take down our protective styles. They didn't even teach us about protective styling. They never taught us that there are some styles that ruin our hair, that there are some styles that if we actually want a healthy hair, we should run away from. They never taught us all of that. Our mothers didn't know that our coils are precious. So they taught us that in order to handle your coils, in order to deal with your coils, you have to get a relaxer done. Our mothers didn't teach us that our hair, our coils is a blessing. It's something we should embrace. Our mothers taught us a lot of things, but they don't know much about hair care. They don't know because their mothers never taught them, and even the mothers that came before their mothers never taught them. We grew up believing that I can't actually achieve this healthy hair of a thing. We grew up believing that having a long healthy hair, growing your hair to the length that you want, is actually a myth that cannot be achieved. We grew up doubting our own gene. Imagine someone telling me I don't have a long hair because I don't have good gene. Why? Because our mothers never taught us that it doesn't matter your gene. It doesn't matter the race you came from. It doesn't matter the color of your skin. You too can achieve the length of your dreams. They never taught us to be patient, to be kind, to be gentle, to be loving, to cherish it as a crown. Because that is what it is. Our hair is a crown. But thank God for the age that we are in. Thank God for the use of social media. At least now a lot of us are enlightened. A lot of us are being enlightened. And a lot of us will still be enlightened. Because you see this generation we are and the one that is coming after it. We are not going in without teaching our daughters how to properly care for their hair. This is the generation that we begin to teach, we begin to groom our girls, our little girls, that your hair is wonderful, your coil is wonderful, this is how you deal with your hair, this is what you shouldn't do to your hair. Because now we know better, we are going to do better. If this video made you laugh, think, or learn something new, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more content on embracing our natural beauty. Until next time, it is your crown. Take care of it. And don't forget to teach the younger generation.